So they were talking about as above, so below within an esoteric context. So whenever we understand as above, so below esoterically, and when I say esoterically speaking, I mean psychologically. Okay, dude. Understand these things on its core level. Okay, behind the education, trying to get behind the words. Okay, actually understanding the meaning of the meaning. So this is how we actually understand what things mean. All right. So listen, as above, okay, would be the character, or in better words, the essence of characteristics. Okay. We see the medium or the mediator of these things, aka spirit and matter, essence, and things that we see with these eyes, and how we come to conclusions, or how we get an idea, is symbolized by what? A character. Well, that's what we call it, a character. So to actually understand this as above, this act as the essence of the character, the word, the symbol, the archetype, the thing, the object, the subject. Okay. Jameer. Okay. Jameer is a character. What type of character is Jameer? We got to understand the characteristics of Jameer. What what do Jameer do? Make YouTube videos about psychology. Okay, that's a characteristic. So we can start to put him in a category. Now that we're starting to put him in a category, how does Jameer do psychology? How does he present it? And what way does he do it? This is how we understand an object. This is how we get into math, symbols, characters, everything. That's the above. Okay. Do you see that I'm using my mind? Yeah, that's above, buddy. Reasoning. Okay. Rationalizing, logic, things of that nature. That's the characteristics of the as above. Okay. With that being said, you got to understand the below is the characteristics or the movement or the play that the character is doing. And the character is always going to be flexible to whatever mode the circumstance or situation is in. Okay, so this is how we get into what that character is connecting to. So the other characters that it is around, that's making the unique location. And within that unique location, okay, that location in itself might be its own character, own vibe. AKA you go there to do certain things, or a restaurant. It's a restaurant. You go there to eat. You don't go there to play basketball. So you gotta understand that in itself. Everything that is around you is a fucking character. It's an essence. It's a vibe. Something that you get into. You get ideas and things of that nature within those contexts. Okay. So whenever you start to track your ideas, that's when we can understand the as above and the characters and the objects and the shapes and forms that your mind is taking on, aka the archetype that you're making, and how those archetypes gravitate towards certain thought forms that you use within the privacy of yourself, or that you think that you're hiding, or your immoral behaviors, or your shadow self. How those shadow things or subconscious materials are coming into your conscious awareness, that's getting you out of alignment with whatever intention or whatever thing that you're trying to pursue within a moment. It's just about how you aim your focus and what energy is on those objects, characters, okay, whenever you get there, and how your lower forms, the below, is going to play out those characteristics. So how you use that character, how you're using that essence, is the below. Now, whenever you put these two together, okay, via you understanding the essence of how a character is about to manifest, and you understand the circumstance and the situation, aka the objects of that location, and how the objects of that location is in harmony or is not at harmony with the characters of that, in that, including you, buddy. So this is how you understand and prepare as above. You see, you're always traveling. So when you're below, you understand that that's the below what I just explained. And wherever you understand that, your mind, you're going to always have an awareness. If you don't have an awareness, that's because you have put so much energy within that particular form. So you will never, ever understand it unless the circumstance or situation itself transforms. So something that's tragic. So something that you're not going to see coming because you're in the body, you're in the form. You're not going to understand the above because you're not in the space to what I'm about to explain now. Since you're in a space of preparation, you understand the situation and the circumstance, and you understand the characters that is involved in it, including you. So even if you're by yourself, this is synonymous and analogous to saying you know your vibration. You know what mind state that you're in, and you know how your mind state is going to come into this environment. Okay. Now, if you coming into the environment with you understanding and knowing that your mind is about to come to this environment and produce a thought, you already done because you're going to be in a space of trying to control that first thought. So it's like you're covering your natural instinct. So it's about virtue at the end of the day. But with that being said, where we understand the circumstance, the situation, the character or the character that is at hand, that's how we get in the above. So, because that puts us in a space of what? Preparation. Spirit is knowing. So, the first characteristic of what spirit would be what? Preparing, knowing. So the lower form of spirit would be knowing. So this is you bringing a trait that is above the below. And wherever you bring that to the below, aka something to prepare and understand what's the thought that is to come and how it's going to manifest is you being aware of that thought and how it did come into. Whenever you understand that, you just brought the above to the below and you created the within, the internal event, whether it was manifested without, because we get into the within, so without. So sometimes it can play out as without, a type of magical experience. But as within, it will play out as an internal event, aka wisdom. Understand that it's the as above, so below. That's how we use it within a esoteric psychological context. So with that being said, like, comment, subscribe.